We have the Toyota Venza only sold as a hybrid and the Lexus NX350 hybrid in our comparison.
If you're here for the first time, welcome to Motormouth. I'm Zach.
And I'm Andrea.
And we do a lot of content each week. So if you like this comparison, you might want to subscribe.
The Lexus NX350 hybrid and the Toyota Venza both share the same 2.5-liter four-cylinder hybrid system matched with an eCVT, but the NX has the electric motor that is in the RX hybrid, giving it more power, a combined 240 horsepower compared to the Venza with 219. Standard all-wheel drive for both, and premium fuel is recommended for the Lexus, regular for the Toyota.
Because the Lexus NX has more power, it accelerates faster than the outgoing model. It has a lower center of gravity for a more confident ride. In the city, this hybrid is smooth and refined. It's quieter than other NX models, but when you get it on the highway, it does get a bit louder in the cabin because it has run-flat tires. We feel the 18-inch wheels that we had fitted on our test model did make a big difference with noise compared to the NX plug-in hybrid and the 350 we drove with larger 20-inch wheels.
The Venza has a smooth and comfortable drive as well, and virtually lag-free acceleration like the NX hybrid. In the city, the cabin is quiet, but when you accelerate quickly on the highway, the cabin noise does increase. The Venza offers 4 drive modes: EV, Eco, Sport, and Normal. EV mode allows for electric-only driving at low speeds for short distances. Eco mode reduces power demands on the engine, improving fuel efficiency. Sport improves and sharpens the throttle response, and Normal is used for everyday driving and commuting.
So a big takeaway from driving all of the NX models so far, except for the base model, we haven't driven that one yet, is the bigger the wheel, the louder it is inside the cabin, because now with these run-flat tires, you get more noise inside the cabin. A lot of people ask, Andrew, why run-flat tires noisier?
Yeah.
Because if you get, they're called run-flats, because if you get a flat tire, you can continue to run on them or drive on them a short distance until you get the actually tire replaced. Because of that, the sides of the tires are really quite firm, and that brings noise and vibration into the car.
Yeah, I mean, we for sure noticed a difference. You know, the thing about Lexus, every time I get into a Lexus, it's got that quiet cabin, that traditional luxury feel. And I just didn't feel that with the plug-in hybrid or the turbocharged NX. I do feel it more in this hybrid that we're driving.
And I think it all comes down to those smaller wheels. So do yourself a favor, try both, the bigger and the smaller.
And I would say that the Venza for ride quality is between the RAV4 hybrid and the Highlander hybrid. It slots somewhere in between. Would you say that?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. And the first time I saw the Venza, I actually emailed the PR guy from Lexus Canada, and I said, is that based on the RX? Because it does have a very similar look to the larger RX. He says, no, it's not.
The NX is wider, taller, and longer than the outgoing model and has a ground clearance of 7.3 inches, a little less than the Venza at 7.7. The exterior doesn't look as angular as the previous model. It is more rounded with an enhanced spindle grille, LED headlights, LED fog lights, and standard 18-inch wheels, optional 20-inch and run-flat tires. The back end has slim LED taillights and a full light bar with the Lexus script.
The Toyota Venza is stylish with clean lines and a wraparound tail lamp that adds some sophistication to the exterior. You may even mistake this, as we mentioned, for it being a Lexus. It comes standard with LED headlamps, available projector-style LED headlamps, and LED fog lamps. A temporary spare tire, 18-inch wheels, but you can opt for 19-inch wheels.
I actually like the look of the Venza more. That exterior looks great, and when we first saw it, like we said, looks a lot like a Lexus.
The back of it, it's got this curvy nature to it that really is appealing. There is some history. We should maybe go through this a little bit. The very first Lexus RX, so the bigger version, which back in the old days was quite a bit smaller, was actually based on the Toyota Harrier that sold across many parts of the world. This new Venza is based also on the Asian Harrier that we don't get here. So they've rebadged it as a Toyota. So even though This was many years ago.
Yeah.
There is kind of a Lexus connection between them.
Some people think that maybe the Venza is more the size as the RX, but the RX is quite a bit bigger. It's almost 6 inches longer than the Venza. It's the second row legroom, which we'll get into in a bit, where the Venza is the clear winner. Here's our used car alternative from CanadaDrives.ca. We chose a 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander SE plug-in hybrid with just under 30,000 kilometers for 38,990 Canadian. Click on the tab or the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from CanadaDrives.ca.
Now, each week we do this comparison twice. You're watching it, of course, on YouTube, but the day before it drops on Instagram, Motormouth_Andrea. If you want to get a comment in, we collect some of the comments and read them out.
I would take a fully loaded Venza for sure. You get more for your money and more technology. Venza it is.
The Venza's frosting sunroof is a great party trick, but the new Lexus infotainment with wireless CarPlay wins. I ordered a 350h NX. Smiley face.
The Venza looks more spacious and luxurious to me personally. Better price tag too.
I'd pay more and get the Lexus middle trim. To me, the Lexus looks better, designed, and of better quality. I really like the red interior option and the dashboard touchscreen. It also has some of my other must-haves: heated seats, sunroof, and Apple CarPlay.
The NX Hybrid offers a driver-focused cockpit with the new Lexus Interface multimedia system. It has a standard 9.8-inch touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other standard features include a 7-inch multi-information display, a heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, new Lux heated front seats, and 8-way power driver and passenger seats. Our test model in red new Lux is the base trim with the premium package for $1,500 Canadian and just over $3,000 US. It includes features like a moonroof, ventilated front seats, a power rear door, and driver seat memory. In the US, the power rear door with kick sensor is in the premium package. There are other packages to choose from that range in price from $6,500 Canadian and just under $7,500 US, all the way up to $15,800 Canadian. That's where you're going to find features like a wireless charger, panoramic sunroof, the larger 14-inch touchscreen, a panoramic view monitor, the Mark Levinson sound system, a power rear door with kick sensor, and advanced park. There is also an a la carte menu in the US to choose from.
Now, the Venza offers an elegant, comfortable, and stylish interior. One thing that is a little bit frustrating is the lack of physical buttons if you opt for the larger 12.3-inch touchscreen. To change the radio or to adjust the heat, you have to use touch-sensitive keys. The base model comes standard with a leather-wrapped steering wheel, 4.2-inch information display, an 8-inch touchscreen with buttons, heated front cloth seats, a power driver's seat, manual passenger seat, wireless charger, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a power rear door. On the middle XLE trim, it comes with a heated steering wheel, ventilated front seats, navigation, a 7-inch information display, and a power rear door with a kick sensor. The top trim that you see here gets you a head-up display, driver's seat memory, bird's eye view camera, soft text faux leather seats, and 4-way power passenger seat, and a fixed glass roof that has the ability to be clear or frosted with just the touch of a button.
So a lot of you probably want to know, should I get that top trim Venza with all of those features or the base model NX350 hybrid for just a little bit more, but with less features?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are cross-shopping these, and we should say why. Because first of all, on the Lexus side, for just a straight hybrid, it doesn't really have any competitors in the premium space. There's some plug-in options like a Volvo, for example, but if you want just a hybrid, really doesn't have any competitors. And then the Venza, they've moved it kind of up market. So, you know, this is going to be good. So let's get into it.
Comparing the top trim limited Venza to the base model NX350 hybrid, there really isn't much of a difference in price between the two. You'll pay an extra $1,600 Canadian or $1,700 US for the NX. The Venza comes with more features on the top trim, including the larger 12.3-inch touchscreen compared to 9.8-inch in the NX, a head-up display, a panoramic view monitor, ventilated front seats, a wireless charger, a fixed glass roof, a hands-free power liftgate, and front and rear parking sensors. Both have a leatherette interior, a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, power driver and passenger seats, plus a 7-inch information display. In the NX, features like intuitive parking assist with auto braking, a wireless charger, the panoramic sunroof, and the larger 14-inch touchscreen are all in the luxury package, which is 2 up from the base model. It's an expensive package at $6,500 Canadian and just under $7,500 US, and your price really climbs. You're getting all of these features in the Venza for much less.
There are some features the Venza doesn't get that the base model of the NX350 does get, like wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto. The Venza, you have a wired system. The NX also has safety features like vehicle sway warning, risk avoidance emergency steer assist, a vehicle security system, and safe exit assist that works in conjunction with the digital latch system. It scans the area to avoid pedestrians, cars, and cyclists from being hit if you open the door. There's also an available advanced park and heated rear seats in the NX. This NX can tow 2,000 pounds. The Venza is not rated for towing. And of course, Lexus offers a longer warranty because it's a premium vehicle. Plus, it has slightly better fuel economy in the city. We'll get into that in Vital Stats. Even though the base NX comes nicely equipped, we think you should add the premium package. The difference in price between the top trim of the Venza and the NX Hybrid with the premium package is $3,100 Canadian and $4,800 in the United States.
Now you can bring that pricing down just a little bit in the US because with the Venza, you actually have to add a package to get that glass roof on the top trim. So if you want it, that price gap will reduce a bit between the NX Hybrid and the Venza.
But the 1-year extra warranty is worth something.
Yeah.
Is it worth maybe up to $4,800 in the US? I'm not sure. You have to decide that. Plus, driving around with a more prestigious badge on the car, I mean, that is something to a lot of people. I drive a Lexus versus I drive a Toyota. You have to decide if that's important to you. Yeah. And then it comes down to which one do you think you like interacting with better for the interior features? On the plus side of the NX, I kind of like the layout. It's kind of got a cockpit kind of feel to it, but I really dislike all the piano black finish.
And also with the Venza, I think you and I feel the same way, that we don't really like how the center console is organized and where the start button is. We were thinking to ourselves, did Toyota say, oh gee, like we forgot the start button, where are we going to put it? And they put it in this little corner. It's just
odd.
In an odd spot. I mean, of course it's something I could get used to, but it just seems like it could be organized better.
Now, okay, screen size. So I like the size and I like the shape of it, but you know, bigger screens, people seem to really get off on those. So would you take the Venza just because of the bigger screen?
I think I'd just go with the smaller screen. I know it's against everything I say, but I do like the NX a lot. I also like safe exit assist on the NX. I like wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I think that that new Lexus infotainment system is excellent. The Venza is 3 inches longer than the NX350 Hybrid. They both have about the same front legroom, but the Venza has almost 2 inches more second row legroom. The Venza also has an extra 6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row and 8.2 cubic feet of overall cargo capacity.
Let's start with the NX350 and let's start with pricing. The base model in Canada is just under $50,000. In the United States, it's just over $42,000. The most expensive NX350 hybrid in Canada is $65,700. In the United States, it's $49,575, but you can add some a la carte items. There were no J.D. Power ratings for the 2022 model. However, the 2021 NX Hybrid gets a quality and reliability score of 81 out of 100. CarEdge states the NX will retain 55% of its value after 5 years. Here's the fuel economy, which has improved over last year's model. 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 6.4 on the highway. That works out to 41 miles per gallon city and 37 miles per gallon highway. Towing capacity is 2,000 pounds and the warranty is 4 years, 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles.
Here's the pricing for the Venza. In Canada, it starts at just under $39,000, and in the US, just under $33,000. The top limited trim is just over $48,000 in Canada and just over $40,000 in the US. J.D. Power has not rated the 2022 Toyota Venza yet, but gives the 2021 model a quality and reliability score of 78 out of 100. CarEdge states the Venza will retain 60% of its value after 5 years. Here's the fuel economy. The Venza gets 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 6.4 on the highway. That's 40 miles per gallon city and 37 miles per gallon highway. The Venza has no tow rating, and the warranty Toyota offers is 3 years or 60,000 kilometers, 36,000 miles.
So Andrea, these are two of the safest vehicles you can buy. And I'm not talking about crash worthiness.
Yeah.
I'm talking about safe in your decision, their ability to drive it every day, known reliability, and great resale value as well. You've got the sort of top-end Toyota hybrid, and you've got a Lexus product. And both of them are very smart choices. But it comes down to, how does your heart feel? So the brain is covered. How does your heart feel?
Well, I just want to add something else, that the recommended fuel is premium for the NX, and that is for better performance and fuel economy. That doesn't mean you have to put premium in. It just means that's what Lexus is recommending. And when you look at the fuel economy in this city, the NX does a little bit better than the Venza, but they're the same on the highway.
Yeah, but the price difference for premium fuel is
a lot.
large. So consider that. So it's a bit, like I said, the brain part says Venza is the logical choice.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of features.
Yeah, you get a bigger vehicle, you get a lot of features, you get Lexus Light, if you want to call it that, and a stylish vehicle that's going to do everything you want for years to come. The NX, however, you get a prestige badge, you get a longer warranty, you also get more power, which speaks to me, and a little bit more fun and dynamic to drive.
Well, I also think that it is more refined, the NX hybrid, than the Venza. Like I said, it's slotted between the RAV4 and the Highlander, and although it offers a smooth ride, I still like the performance more of the NX hybrid. So if you like what you see, we put out a lot of content each week. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when all our reviews drop.
One last thing, Andrea's Instagram, Motormouth_Andrea, if you want to get a comment in. And when we see them next, Andrea,
we'll see you next week.